Hey guys, it's Maymay, and boy do I have something cool to show you today. This is for my wreath making friends who struggle with mesh. Susie from Susie's Wreaths and Things reached out to me and asked me if I would be willing to try out her collapsible wreath mesh roller. This thing is so cool. I'm going to show you how it works. Why collapsible? Because it collapses down for storage to almost nothing. You're not going to believe it. I'm going to show you from start to finish. And you see we have 6 rolls of mesh loaded. It can cut 6 rolls of 10-inch mesh, 3 rolls of 21-inch mesh, plus ribbon all at the same time. It is so cool. Now, even better, this tool is made in the USA by a family in their home in Mississippi. So I just love that. We love to support small business. Now I'm gonna have an affiliate link for you guys in the description below. You can read more about that and find out more about that link, and also how to reach Susie and see her use this in a plethora of videos on her Facebook group, okay? So without further ado, let me show you how this works. So this is how the tool closes for storage. So the arms come down, all of your crossbars are here. They're made to store in place. Here's your ruler, it's incredible. But I want you to see how you stand it up. I want you to see just how easy this is. So I've got the side here for you to see. And what you do is you lift this arm, okay? You wanna make sure that's out of the way. Lift this arm, open the latch, and when you do you see how it drops underneath? Then you just close that like that, and the arm is standing upright. And you do that on both sides. This is made so nice. So we got the arms lifted up, and now I'm going to show you how to install the poles. Now I wouldn't put the poles in at this point normally. I just want to show you what the mesh holder looks like. Here's the deal. You've got holes at the top. You can get 3 poles on here, which I think is amazing, okay? And why wouldn't I put them on yet? Because you want to put your mesh on them first, and I'll show you that when we put the mesh on. But the mesh roller can hold 3 rolls or 3 sections of mesh or ribbon, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you that, but I wanted to show you this guy all put together. Breaking in here to ask you to hit that red subscribe button. It's free. Also hit the bell button beside it. You can help me reach my big goal this year of 400,000 subscribers. Okay, back to crafting. So Shannon's going to show you how to load the mesh roller, and you want to start with the bottom bar. What happens is, if you start at the top, you kind of fight the mesh, but this makes it easy. And this guy will hold 3 21-inch rolls of mesh or 6 10-inch. We're gonna load 6 to show you how this works. So Shannon puts 1 on, and then, will you show those to camera real quick? You get these plastic rings to go between. They're awesome. What they'll do is keep your mesh from grabbing each other. They're not 100%, like I saw when Susie was talking about on her website. They help. They're not 100%, but you put those in, and then here's what's important. If you get nothing else from my tutorial, get this. You want to roll your mesh over and then under, and you're like, what is under? The over is going to go under the ruler. Shannon's like, I'm in a really awkward position. You really are. You, of course, would be at the front, but you see how she's pushing that under the ruler? And watch what happens when she sits this down on the surface. Do you see how it lays down? That's the point of the mesh roller. Look how flat your mesh is going to lay. How perfect. What we're going to do real quick is go ahead and load the rest, and we'll let you see that in fast motion. So here we go. Now you see that we've got the rolls of mesh on. Now we did show you tucking this under earlier because I wanted you to see how that worked. But what you should do when you have multiple rolls like this is get them all together at the same time. See how Shannon is lining up the first, the second, and then she's even going to get the third. I also want y'all to see that these are different rolls of mesh. They are not all the same. So she's gathered them all up, and she's going to send that underneath the ruler. And she's trying to work where you guys can see, so it's awkward for Shannon, but she's doing a good job. So thumbs up for Shannon working from behind this machine. You'll be in front of it. Excellent. So now you can see she's got 3 rolls of mesh tucked under the ruler. And she's going to do the same on the other side. When you're standing to the side of this, it is not difficult. Boy, you made that one look good. But when you're standing to the side of it, it's not difficult at all. But I wanted you to see how it works. So see how neat the mesh is? Now we are gonna turn it to cut it, but I just wanted you to see how you load it and what you can load. So let me get it in position and then we'll show you how you can cut 6 rolls of 10-inch mesh at the same time. Shannon wanted to show you something that she discovered that makes this really easy. When you go to put this in, you're gonna, if you fold the bottom up, she'll show you. So you put it there and then tuck. She said that makes it really easy to get it underneath because you have all the pieces together and you just grab it like that. So she just wanted to show you that little trick that she discovered. All right, it's time to cut. Now y'all are like, why is Shannon not telling us? Well, one thing is because she's way across the room and this way you can hear what we're saying really good. And another is Shannon doesn't love talking on camera, so she'll work, but she lets me talk. All right, we're going to cut, Shannon is going to cut 6 pieces of 10-inch mesh all at one time. If you're making a bunch of wreaths, think about this. If you're making a bunch of one-roll wonders, or if you're making something where you want to make 6 different wreaths from 6 different rolls of mesh, how easy, right? Look at that. That's pretty awesome. I love this. Now, our rotary blade's not the greatest there. It's been used, but she missed a little spot. But look how awesome that is, Shannon. Could we have used this?
Oh my gosh. Y'all, buy this thing.
We could have used this thing so many times. But I'm so excited to have it. Yes. And like I said, Susie contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in showing you guys. And as soon as I saw it, I said yes.
Perfection.
And that's what it does. Now, as we said, you can use it for ribbon, anything that fits on there. And it's my understanding, I'm going to link her information below, and I'm going to put a link in there for you guys. Just read the description. There's a lot of info down there. But she also has like a gift wrap one, and she has one that's not as big. Like there's multiple sizes. And better than anything, I haven't even told Shannon, her son makes these.
It's really cool.
Like how well made is it? You know what I'm saying?
Very nice.
I love it. So another thing we discovered about the collapsible mesh roller is if you don't want to cut mesh, but you're making one of those poof wreaths, you know the one I'm talking about that are like the little poofs inside the twist. If you put it onto the roller and leave it there, you no longer have your mesh rolling off the table or rolling around. You know, we put it in a basket. This way we don't have to. Check it out. I've got 2 rolls, 2 colors. And what I'm going to do is scrunch them up. This is just how we make a wreath, right? Put it into one of our twists, leaving it on our roller bar. And I can just move to the next one without having my mesh go everywhere. I could even measure on my cutting mat. You know how we measure like 8 or 10 or 7, depending on what we're making? I could measure, keep it on there, and do it all the way around just like this. And look how much easier it is, and even how much faster. I didn't do a very big poof there, but you get the idea. I just turn, I scrunch, and go to the next one. Pretty neat, huh? I think this thing's pretty cool. If you're a wreath maker, I think this will be a really handy tool to have in your stash. And also, I think it's important that you go and watch Susie's channel because she has, or her Facebook page, she has so much information about this that I don't even know yet, that I'm still learning, and I think this would be a great tool. I think you'll really like what you learn. So check it out, not even just cutting, but also poofing. So there you go, guys, the collapsible mesh roller. I think this is genius, and I think you need it in your wreath making stash. Now, as I said before, Susie has a lot of other products, one of them being this. It's the hot glue gun holder. If you'd like to see me review this, I'll be glad to. It's pretty nice. You'll have to see how this works. But head to her Facebook page. Be sure to tell her that Maymay and Shannon sent you and that you're very intrigued by this guy. Pick yourself one up because guess what? Holiday season's coming. We're going to be making all those wreaths and doing all that fun stuff with mesh and even gift wrapping. Go check out her gift wrap options as well. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks to Susie for sending us this cool product. And until next time, bye now.